Hey everyone, hopefully you're having a good day. My name's Andy. My channel's Finding Value. We're going to go over oil and natural gas, do some technical analysis. And the reason I'm going over so much oil and gas, it's one of my favorite sectors. I'm a huge natural gas bull and a huge oil bull. I do think that with the reduced investment going into oil and natural gas, and with no short-term alternatives or really good solutions to moving to something else, I think we are creating a huge which could be a very big bull market in oil in the short to medium term. Think of like 5 to 10 years. So I think there's going to be a lot of opportunities for investment in this sector. The valuations are incredibly low, stupid low. And we're starting to see money pile into natural gas, and it's been going into oil. We're in a little bit of a pullback of oil, but I think it's going to be maybe short-lived. We'll see. If the dollar breaks to the downside, which it broke, we may see a back test of the dollar or a retest over the next day or two. We might not. It might have a little bit more downward movement, and then it's off to the races if that dollar falls. The 10 years moving up, we could potentially pierce a downtrend in the 10-year. We're right there. So if I should have resaid that, but if the 10-year goes up and we break through this downtrend, we could see a dynamic where money starts to move and seek hard assets, commodities, and precious metals. So let's jump in here. Again, this is my financial opinion. It's not advice. Please don't take it as advice. And it's just an educational channel. So here we go. So this is oil and gas. It's one of my favorite sectors. Here's light crude oil. We've been heading on down, and I'm proposing that we could see this nice big bullish engulfing pattern here come up. We might have a little bit more, maybe one more down day. We might not. Again, guys, I don't know the future, but usually you see some symmetry. Symmetry is when you cut this in half, you see this side, and the way it fell here, you get this little kind of, I don't know, arm or something, where we're basically putting in a shoulder, head, shoulder pattern, a reverse head and shoulders, which we launch higher from. And we could be launching from $76, and then the projected price would be up to 76, I don't know, probably 80 something dollars or something. Maybe. It hasn't drawn the pattern out yet. Natural gas has already moved quite a bit. It's looking very good, lots of volume. We broke out of a huge pattern on a decade-long basis. And I'm just looking here at the short term of it, and it looks fantastic. A little bit of a wick at the top, but still momentum's to the upside. Now looking at some of the companies, again, I didn't draw any of the trend lines in here. And this is an educational channel. So what I'm seeing just by looking at candlesticks, and you can do this just looking at candlesticks. When this day right here, if you notice, in end of June, we came on up and we contracted. You can see the wick at the top. We contracted in the opening and closing prices where these body of the candlesticks are really small. It means that the buyers are starting to equal the sellers. And we get this bearish engulfing pattern right here. This day right there. It's bearish engulfing. It means that we're going to head lower. Statistically, it means we're going to head lower. It's where the opening price was here and it closed down and it engulfs the day before it. So not only did we have small contracted candlesticks where the buyers were equaling the sellers, they threw a huge reversal day right after it. That's almost a guarantee that we're going to probably head lower. So we were heading lower. Lots of big down days, not too many big up days. Notice the candlestick size of the candlesticks on the up days versus the down days. Right here it changed. We were coming down and we got a bullish engulfing hammer. So the hammer is the wick at the bottom, and then this day engulfs the day before it. We popped higher, and we're still kind of, I think we still have maybe a little bit more sellers left, where we get this little arm here. This little guy here, we might go either sideways, or maybe we go just a little bit lower. Or, you know, maybe this is done, and this is all we're going to get, and we're going to head higher. But we also have a broken trend line right Oh no, we're right at the trend line. Sorry, we're right at the trend line right here. That's what's going on. We'll do that red just to change up the color a little bit, and then I'll copy it. So there's our downtrend line right there. And on the big picture view, this is basically a line coming through here. We came back to support, and we're going to probably try to break through this at any point and head a lot higher. A lot higher if oil goes up and the dollar goes down and the 10-year goes up. If that dynamic happens over the next week, we could see this do very well. Crew energy, another one. I can see kind of a pattern developing where you've got this downtrend line that we're trying to break, which is about right there, somewhere in there. And then you've got another resistance line here going across. And once it breaks that, we break through this area through here, you could see another launch higher. I'm getting very excited for the oil and gas sector. Natural gas has been moving up dramatically. If we have oil move up at the same time, then I think this is gonna do another launch right here very soon. We've got the nice big buying pressure candlestick too, where it popped higher. It came up right against this resistance all through here, and it's trying to fight through the resistance. Once it gets through, I think it's going to look pretty good. Birchcliff, again, this thing came up to some resistance. Big up days, small down days. Characteristic of it wanting to continue to go higher. Looks fantastic. Antero Resources, another company I own, broke through this downtrend right here and broke to the upside. Knowing that these are breaking, like this one here broke, this one broke, I'm expecting these to break as well. It's confluence. I'm looking at multiple things and tying it together. Here's Tetra Technologies. Again, this has got the same type of pattern, this kind of V bottom, and I think it'll break to the upside eventually. Comstock Resources broke its downtrend. Natural gas company, heavily in debt. Big picture view is trying to break through this big old pattern. Nice big update today. Hopefully it can continue with the natural gas price moving up. Chesapeake Energy is looking fantastic, guys. You've got this resistance right here. And what happened to it? Broke to the upside. It's breaking. Higher low right there. And I think this is almost a shoulder, head, shoulder type pattern. Maybe we'll break to the upside, which we did. Southwestern Energy, again, downtrend break. Nice, big, strong closing day today. Good buying pressure. Looks good. Here's another company I own that I don't really talk about too much. Advantage Oil and Gas. Looks like it's breaking 52-week new highs. I've just been holding on since way down here. And I've been holding on. Nice move. Contango Oil and Gas. You look at this guy here. It's breaking its downtrend. And I think we're about to break to the upside here at any second. We're going to see a big move higher. Reconnaissance Energy Africa. Now, this is a smaller exploration company. They've already found oil. It's going to be a massive find, most likely. And it's incredibly volatile. So this is one I own. I bought back somewhere. Oh, man. I bought in here. I bought in here multiple times. And then I bought again yesterday. So I'm buying in here as well. I might even buy more because this is like the ultra leverage play to oil, it seems like. And I'll show you why I think that. So Reconnaissance Energy Africa, this is some of the companies that I went over today. And I'm comparing them all to each other over the past year. Again, this doesn't mean that it's necessarily going to project forward, because as oil goes up, your highest cost producers may gain momentum and gain more leverage to the price move as the price goes up. But looking at this, the blue line is Reconnaissance Energy Africa. And this thing has been highly leveraged. It's like on steroids. That is one I own, and I added a little bit more down here because of this large volatility. Hopefully it continues the leverage forward because I am a huge oil and natural gas bull over the next 5-10 years. Somewhere in that range. Then we've got Centennial Resource Development and SM Energy. That's the orange and yellow lines. I've been adding into Centennial Development, and I already own a large stake in SM Energy from back here. So I'm up, I don't know what I'm up, 1,300% or more, something like that at the moment. I was up quite a bit when I was here. And it's a very large position in SM Energy at this point because it's gone up so much. And I've been beefing up my Centennial development. I beefed up here, and I bought in, I think it was somewhere in here. My first kind of overweight initial position I've been buying in. Now we've got Ontario Resources and Crew Energy last. They aren't as leveraged, but they are still returning very well. And it seems like they continue a nice, strong uptrend move. These guys are a little bit more volatile. They're on hyper steroids. So all of these companies I think are excellent bets, and they're ones that I own, and I own a lot more than just this. But I'm just showing you guys some of my, I would say, are very strong picks right now. So that's what I have for today for energy, just the oil and natural gas area. I think they look excellent. We could see maybe we could see a day, a down day or a couple more down days, and then I think we're off to the races again. So hopefully that's the case. Again, guys, this is not 100%. This is all statistical probabilities. Adjust your paradigm to the probability. Doesn't mean it will happen, but we're also seeing uranium go up. I'm seeing that dollar get a little bit weak. I'm seeing the 10-year go up. If we can get all this to align, this could be a nice ride higher. It could be. It may not manifest itself that way. So, just keep that in mind. If you guys like this content, give me a thumbs up. Appreciate you guys listening. This is Finding Value.